Hi there, Al, your Creative Director for Character Options, and I'm here today to introduce you to our new online exclusive Doctor Who set. But there is somebody who's actually far better placed to introduce this set, so I'm very briefly going to hand over to them.
Hello, I'm Jo Martin and I am the Fugitive Doctor. I know it still sounds weird when I say it. And I've just been handed this box with a version of me. This is the Fugitive Doctor doll. I'm official. It's official. No one can ever take this from me. This is amazing. Look at the detail on this, and I haven't even opened the box yet. Oh my God, look at this, look at this. Look at this packaging. And I've got the Tardis in there as well, and it looks like my Tardis. I think it's my Tardis, yeah. Amazing work.
So, thank you, the Fugitive Doctor, for that introduction to our new set, which is, of course, the Fugitive Doctor and Tardis set. This is a set that has been a very long time coming. We've actually had it sneakily on the cards for probably about a year, but for various reasons, things kept getting delayed. But we now, thankfully, can finally reveal it. The set comes in this brand new style of packaging, which has a completely different style guide on it. It has windows on 3 sides, as you can see, and it's got a very nice little chamfer off the top. Then on the back, down here, we have our usual text telling you details about the Fugitive Doctor and the stories that she has appeared in. But as you can see, the pack itself is absolutely stunning. It's fabulous looking. I always say this whenever I do a reveal, but it's probably the nicest one we've ever done. But it really is, honestly, probably the nicest one we've ever done. And if we get into the product in a little bit more detail, I'm going to move this one just to the side very briefly, and then we can get onto some of the content details. So, it is the Fugitive Doctor with her Tardis. The Fugitive Doctor herself is an absolutely fabulous figure. The paint details are incredible. She comes with her heavy blaster, which fits in her hand very nicely. Well, it would do if I didn't knock it out. It does fit in her hand. But we'll go into the figure details first. 3/4 length coat. She has her beautifully detailed shirt collar and cuffs, black boots, the dark grey leggings, and the waistcoat. And then the head sculpt is absolutely wonderful. It's one of the best head sculpts we've ever done, primarily because Jo Martin, who plays the character, very kindly did a scan with us. And there is a little bit of an added extra that you can watch in a separate video that was taken on the day when we did that. But the sculpt of the face itself is absolutely brilliant. She's got really nice hair detailing. And again, we've used, just to get the extra detail in there, rather than throw paint on this, we've gone and we've used the technique of basically molding in the base color plastic and then painting the details on the top. And it gives a significant difference to the level of detail that you can get. I did hear some stuff online about it being a cost-saving measure. It absolutely isn't. It's purely and simply because it gives a much, much better level of detail. And on this particular figure, it's astounding. As I said, she comes with her blaster, and I will place her there. So if we move on to the Tardis, this has been completely revamped for the Fugitive Doctor. Basically, it is a completely new bespoke color. We have windows which are rear sprayed with white to give the look of the TARDIS windows from the Fugitive of the Judoon episode. The eagle-eyed amongst you will also note that the roof is completely different. The original Second Doctor TARDIS that we've been doing for many years has a much flatter roof, which, although correct for some stories, isn't correct for this story. This TARDIS actually has a slightly angled, gabled roofline. So we've changed the roof completely. It's got added in details. We've got a new lamp, and we have the lovely little undercut between the corner posts of the TARDIS as well. So it's a fantastic TARDIS. Usual deal, opening doors and the spring-loaded left door. And then there is an added little Easter egg in this set that we put in, which you can choose to do or you can leave out. When you open the packaging, my only advice would be very careful. The reason being, included in the pack, behind the TARDIS itself, is this. So this is basically a card insert printed onto the interior fitment that you can basically press out and fold. I would advise you to cut it out if you can. There are dotted lines on it. It's very easy to follow. So once you've carefully chopped this internal piece out of the backing card, as I say, be careful when you're unpacking the TARDIS. Do it very carefully. And when you've chopped around the perforated lines, you can push it out, but you get a much tidier effect if you cut it. You will be left with this. And it has 2 score lines on the back, and I'll just show you how this is going to work. So if I move this slightly to one side. So basically, very carefully, hold the card and just bend it. And because it's on the crease line, it will naturally bend in a way. Do the same with the other side. And then just basically use your fingers, and you will end up with something that looks a little bit like that. So that's what you're looking for. Put your TARDIS on its back, open the doors, and then you put one side in first, and then it will just pop down into position. And then when you return it to the upright, you will have a beautiful, is she going to stand up? She is going to stand up. You will have a beautiful Fugitive Doctor TARDIS with console room in the back of it. So that's the Fugitive Doctor and TARDIS set. I think, hopefully you'll agree, it's an absolutely fabulous set. The figure is amazing. It's easily one of the best we've ever done. The TARDIS, also astounding. I love the white windows. I love the fact that we've got the little interior detail on this one that you can add or leave. It's up to you. And it only leaves me to say thank you again for tuning in, and thank you again for supporting the line, and I will see you soon. Thanks again.